Alright, boys and girls, I want to welcome our live stream viewers tuning in here. Just about to get underway here for indoor church today. I don't know about you guys, but I was out driving down to about Titusville last night, helping the other half out, and it rained like all night. And I hear it's supposed to do a lot of that today, so thankfully we've got a roof over our head at the moment. I need one more volunteer in the center of the track for this one. There are 7 cars out here for this one. Help these youngsters out. And Mr. Anthony, what are you doing? Thank you, sir. You're watching online, jump in the chat. Let us know who you are, where you're tuning in from, and if you're cheering for anybody today. Benjamin and Anthony already getting into it. All right, gentlemen, let's slow it down and get them in order. It's going to be Mr. Anthony Smothers. Going to lead us off, followed by Jason Wagner, Phil Edwards, Benjamin Rosa, George Bronick, Brad Feeney, and Mike Raines. And Anthony 1, Wags 2, Phil 3, Benjamin 4, George 5, Brad, and Mike. All right, gentlemen, 4 minutes on that clock. Here we go. And we're shaking and baking. This is Ocala Bomber. This is the only class we allow a little rubbing is racing out here. Caution in 2. Stay low through 2 drivers. Oh, wow. Caution on the back straight. Stay low. Low. Inside. 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 And we got, I think it's George off of turn 4. And we're clear. This is, I think, our biggest heat of the day. To be a little less complicated later on. Oh, Wags using 8 wheels to turn better than 4. Uh-oh, caution in 4. Looks like it was Mike upside down. After about 1 minute, Benjamin Rosa to the lead. That yellow Camaro, your leader. Wags in second. He's rocking that lighter blue number 78, 28. What does he get out there today? 82. I'm all over the place. Brad Feeney out there in that blue 77 in third. Now Phil to third. Caution off 4. Stay low in the 3, guys. Low in the 3. And it's clear. It's Benjamin, Wags, Brad, Phil, Anthony, Mike, and George at the line. Caution in 4. Stay low. Oh, they're going to try to put that body back on. We're going to try to get back on for him. Not even halfway yet. Still Benjamin holding on over Wags by 3 seconds. Feeney, half a second in third. Phil, another half second in fourth. Phil's rocking the green and copper, we're going to call it. Caution down the front straight. Go high on the front, high on the front. Outside, outside. Fast lap, last time by Brad Feeney, 6:30. Stay low off of 2, low off of 2. And we're clear. Up next, short course late model. Start heading to tech. Gonna be Ponder, Norton, Crane, Smothers. Stay low through 1 and 2. All right, boys and girls, caution 1, stay low through 1 and 2. Oh, Feeney in the lead now by a quarter second. Benjamin just getting tangled up there. Keep going, drivers, keep going. Phil is done. Anthony, Brad, Mike, looking for a couple more. And shut it down, shut it down. Benjamin Rosa taking it back, 36.405. Phil up to second with 35. Brad back 6/10 with 35. Wags back another 4 seconds with 35 as well. Anthony with 30. Michael 29. And George with 16. Woo, shake and bake. All right, drivers, turn your car off, radio off, put your car back down on the table out there, and head back out immediately to Marshall. Once again, 3 minutes between each race. That first minute, you should be back on the track, ready to go to Marshall. And you're going to have about an hour between rounds to turn your car around, so plenty of time. Looking for Ponder, Norton, Bobby Jean, and Anthony's running back-to-back here. He's got to swap out cars. Everybody else should be about ready to go. All right, gentlemen, track is open for hot laps. 2:05 on the clock. Oh, I better check my bingo card. I totally forgot. All right, just looking for Mr. Smothers. Again, he's the only guy running back-to-back today. Everybody else has at least one race between them. All right, does anybody see Anthony out there? Mike, is Anthony out there? Oh, he's not on the track. Is he out in the pits? Is he going to make it? All right. Anthony's new to this. He's getting into it pretty good. He is hit his grace period, so we're going to have a little chat with him. Here he comes. All righty. Get up there and get 2 laps, sir. 2 laps. All right, gentlemen, let's get them in order. It's going to be David Ponder, Danny Norton, Bobby Jean Crane, and Anthony Smothers. Your leader in the all-orange, number 26. Followed by Danny Norton, Bobby Jean, and Anthony. All right, transponders looking good, gentlemen. Here we go. Oh, Bobby Jean sneaking through. These guys bouncing off the pipes here. All right, boys and girls, Bobby Jean showing the way out there in that black, orange, and yellow. Coming through 3 and 4. Previous lap was a 6.31. Ponder with a 6.35. New fast lap for him. He's out there in that orange. Caution in 3 and 4. Whoa, wheelie time. Watch the replay. Caution in 2, and it's clear. Still Bobby Jean showing the way. 38 lap pace here. 4:05 out there in that black decked orange and yellow sided. Ponder in the orange in second. Norton back 3 seconds. Rocking the red, white, black. Anthony Smothers in the black and gold. Bobby Jean, new fast lap, 6.26, about a lap or so ago. Up next, Buggy Late Model, Heat 1. Gonna be Michael Carter, Mike Raines, Casey Bass, Buddy Howell. Caution in 2. Caution in 4. Stay high through 4. "20 seconds, drivers. 20 seconds. Bobby Jean on a 37.4 flat here. He's got to find 6/10. Get that extra lap. Ponder back a lap at the line. Norton behind him by 3.2. Anthony back about 4 laps right meow with 5 seconds to go. That is the race clock, drivers. Keep driving, keep driving. Bobby's done. Danny's done. David's done. Looking for Anthony to finish out here. And shut it down. Bobby Jean setting that early TQ. 37.4 flat. Missed it by just over 3/10. Ponder with 36 laps. Norton with 35. Smothers with 31. Let's see what those boys can do in the second round. Fast lap going to Bobby Jean. 6.238. 6.238. Uh-oh, this might be the stat class here. Remember, drivers, everything's set up randomly right now. So, however the computer did it, how it came out. Other events, we might do something a little different to help seed the faster guys together. But right now, you got some heavy hitters in here. All right, who are we missing out there? I should be seeing... Need Bobby Jean out here. Ponder ain't out here. Norton's out here. Anthony's out here. Gentlemen, let's bring him up to speed. Got a 150 on the clock. Like Ponder's going to take the far end for us. This should be the fastest class of the day. We'll see. Bobby Jean has a 6238. I know these boys been down to 5.9s in this. The buggy late model. And amazingly, somehow Casey Bass put a 5.6 down in his sprint a couple weeks ago. All right, once again, do not stop on those straightaway, gentlemen. 50 seconds on that clock. Is there a chance I can get one volunteer in the center? One volunteer to the center of the track, please, if we can. Mr. Locke's going to do it. Thank you, sir. These guys are good. They shouldn't have any problems crashing on the straightaway, but sometimes you never know. All right, gentlemen, let's get them in order. It's going to be Michael Carter sitting on the point for this one. Mike Raines in second. Casey Bass third. Buddy Howell fourth. Here we go. And we're already down to a 6-1 from Carter. Caution in 2. And it's clear. Buddy down to a 6.25. Casey with a 6.36. Raines. Get a second lap in here. Should have a good one. Casey Bass just dropping a 6.0. Raines down to a 6.7. Carter matching a 6.0. Buddy with a 6.17. Oh, Casey. He waits for him. Thank you, sir. Gets into Mike there. It's Michael out front, 39 lap pace. Casey Bass back 1.8 at the line with the fast lap right now by about 4 hundredths. Buddy Howell back 4.1 in third. And Mike back 3.8 behind him in fourth. $130 down, $230 to go. Pick up our leader coming off 3 and 4, that pink and black. Rocking at 6.2. Casey in the white, green, and black. Back 1.2 at the line. Buddy Howell in the white and pink. I think he just finished mounting that body about not even an hour ago. And Mike back a couple seconds, still in fourth right now, trying to keep Buddy in reaching distance. 1:35 to go. Up next, Buggy Late Model Heat 2. Come on down the staging. Troy McGann, Danny Norton, Brad Feeney, Bobby Jean Crane. Casey Bass now holding on that lead by .07. And it dropped by 1,000th that time. .076. 45 seconds to go. Oh, Buddy catching the pipe over there in turn 2. Down to a new fast lap for Casey Bass about 10 laps ago with a 5.99. Carter back 2/10, just about a quarter second now in second. Buddy back a lap and change. Mike trying to run him down here. Like Mike's a lap behind him. Once again, Buggy Late Model Heat 2 to staging. Oh, Buddy up on 2 wheels in front of the pack. Ooh, these boys shaking and baking here. That is time. Drivers race it out. This one's going to be close. And shut it down. Casey Bass going to hold on by 1.2 seconds over Michael Carter. 39.403 to a 4.05. Buddy Howell with 37. Mike with 35. Let's see how they stack up after this second group runs. Guys, once again, car on the table. Need you back out here in about 30 seconds. If you need to temp your motor after your race, you bring your temp gun with you. All right, Mr. Troy's checked in. I need my marshals out here, please. Come on down. Buddy and Casey are out here looking for Michael Carter and a volunteer for Reigns. All right, gentlemen, bring them up to speed. You got a minute 40 on the clock. Mr. Locke's going to go down the far end for us. Thank you, sir. Along with Mr. Carter. All right, boys and girls, we got a little waffle going on for those of you out there in the pits. We have a Traxxas Mud Boss modified OG in the OG box. Last one, 20 tickets, $20 a piece. These sticks in the hobby shop. Once again, Traxxas Mud Boss modified in the OG box. All right, I need Bobby Jean check in one more time for me. Thank you, sir. All right, looks like my drivers are ready to rock and roll. There's a chance we get one marshal in the center, please. A volunteer in the center. Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Six says the hobby shop's closed for a few minutes. He's got to see a man about a horse. So he'll be back in 5 minutes. In the meantime, roll them off. It's going to be Troy, Danny, Brad, and Bobby Jean. All right, transponder's looking good, gentlemen. Once again, 4 minutes on that clock. Let's keep it clean. Here we go. Oh, Danny throwing it down there. Clean it up, guys. Plenty of time, plenty of time. All right, guys, false start, false start. We're having an issue here. Hold on. Sorry about that. Mr. Bobby Jean, need to double check that transponder. I think it might have come loose there, something. Picking up initially, but I don't know if it came loose or it's plugged in backwards and it's just intermittent. Give me a moment here to check that. Everybody else, please double check in one more time for me. In the meantime, don't forget Uncle Mike's down there in the trailer. Please stay hydrated out there, folks. That's working again. Hopefully it stays that way. Not sure what happened there, but it was working the times he checked in. All right, gentlemen, 3 feet apart. Let's get them back in order. Troy, Danny, Brad, and Bobby Jean. Here we go. Caution down the back straight. Stay low, stay low. Inside, inside. We're clear. And Feeney coming out of the gates with a 6-1-4 to start him off here. Troy dropped down to a 6-5. Bobby Jean 6-2-8. Danny 6-2-9. Caution 4, stay low through 4. And we're clear. And Bobby Jean down to a 6-0. Back 2.8 in second right now on that red and black. Brad Feeney out front, 39 lap pace here. He's got to find half a second to take over that TQ. And he's catching a pipe in 1 and 2 here. It's black decked white and green, number 77. Danny Norton in his patented white, red, and black sided. Troy out there with the other green and white. Already doing a 6-2 or faster fast lap so far with 150 down, 210 to go. Brad Feeney down to a 6-1 that time by. Leading Bobby Jean by 2.7. Danny back 3.5. Troy back about a lap here. Halfway drivers halfway up next. Our short course modified class. Your Traxxas modified Traxxas Mud Boss, Salvus Mud Boss, whatever. Oh, Bobby Jean and I think that was Troy getting sideswiped there. Stay low on the back. Caution of 4. And it's clear. Reminder, guys, staging over in turn 3. Throw your car down there. Line up on the ramp behind the driver's stand. You heard it there. 1 minute to go. Feeney out front. Got to find 1.7 overall to take that TQ away here. Going to put a third at the moment. Bobby Jean going to line up fourth here. He's back 2 seconds. Comes Norton. Norton is behind him by 6.5. Out to get put lap down here, and there it is. Bobby Jean, another new fast lap, 6:027. That is time, drivers. Keep racing, keep racing. Looking for Feeney to finish out here and shut it down. Brad Feeney going to take that one, 39.405. Going to put it third overall. Bobby Jean with 38. Missed it by just over 3/10 for that extra lap. Still going to line up fourth at the moment. Danny Norton with 37 going to put it fifth. And Troy with 33 going to line up eighth right now. Alright, looking for our mods to get them down and checked in. Oh, Mr. Larry's good. Mr. Darrell's good. Alright, looking for my marshals from that last race. Should be heading out here. We got about 15 seconds till hot lap should be starting. Just looking for a check-in from Michael Carter. Wait a minute. Alright, he had a heat between them. Alright, gentlemen, I'm going to turn you guys loose. Off, guys. You got a minute 35 on the clock. And we'll get Troy down the infield of the north end. Just a minute. Looks like Deacon's going to take the center. Thank you. Looking for Mr. Troy out there or a volunteer for him at the north end. Looks like Deacon said he's volunteering for him. Either way, I could use an extra one out there down the far end. Mr. Feeney can't do it all by, or sorry. Mr. Feeney can't do it all by himself. He could, but I'm not going to make him. It's hot out there. All right, looks like my drivers are ready to rock and roll. Your order is going to be Tyler, Michael, Bob, Larry, and Daryl. Dirt Herd are tuning in on the YouTube side of things here, saying, let's go, Mr. Blunt. All right, gentlemen, let's slow it down, Tyler, just a little bit. Let these guys catch up here. Again, gentlemen, 3 feet apart. This is why we can't have nice things. Once again, Tyler, Michael, Bob, Larry, and Daryl. Here we go. Caution in 3. Still got a caution in 3. Say high in the 3. High in the 3. Poor Larry getting a bad first lap there. Plenty of time. Like somebody's going to have a chance to take over the Traxxas Modified reign since the Kelly brothers aren't here. All right, for about 55 seconds, is Michael Carter showing the way. Bob back 1.9, Tyler back 1/10 in third, Larry behind them by just under 2 laps here, trying to get his way back up to the front. And Daryl, new fast lap for him at 9.3. He's back about a lap in 5th right now. Up next, going to be one of our 2 sportsman heats. Caution down the back straight. Stay high in the 3. And we're clear. We're not clear. Brian Hardigan, Nolan Friedenberger, Richie Rosa, Joe Torres. You drivers will be up next. Start heading to staging. Tyler still holding on lead by just under half a second here. Tyler in that clear body. Michael, I think, is in the 45, back half a second, trying to get past Daryl. Larry in 4th, Bob in 3rd. Larry's in that 73. I think that's Bob in the 98. Yes, it is. Caution in 2. Tyler, new fast lap, 7.4 in the previous lap. Carter with a 7.5. Rumplash 7.5. Larry McClendon with a 7.33. Fast lap so far. And Daryl has a 9.3. Uno momento. New fast lap from Michael Carter, 7.51. Out in front by 0.6 now. Down to 1/10. 35 seconds to go. Like they're feeling the heat up front here. Tyler with a 7.4 . Last time by. Caution in the middle of 3 and 4. Oh, that's going to cost Carter some time. He's 8/10 back now. Going to need a hero lap or two. Picked up a little bit there, not much. Tyler stepping up with a 7.28. Larry goes Gravedigger on Daryl. Keep driving, keep racing, guys, keep going. Daryl's done, Bob is done, Tyler's done, everybody's done. Shut it down. Tyler Blunt going to hold on by 1 second over Michael Carter, both with 31 laps. 404 to a 405. Bob with 30, Larry with 30, back 2.2, and Daryl with 20. All right, drivers, let's slow them down here. I got to get somebody checked in. Mr. Joe Torres, and only Joe Torres, cross the start-finish line. Thank you, sir. All right, everybody else is checked in and ready to go. Looking for my marshals. They should start heading out here now. All right, Tyler, go to the far end. Help out down there. All right, gentlemen. There's Mr. Larry going down there. All right. I need one of you guys back down here then. Mike will take here. All right, gentlemen, bring them up to speed. Drivers, roll them off. You got attack on a few extra seconds here. You're in about 90 seconds. Our sportsman class. These guys need all the practice they can get. Deacon will take center. Thank you, sir. That'll work. So we got 2 heats of sportsmen today. I remind you guys, if you use reverse, usually it costs you more time because now somebody's got to chase you going backwards. And it's technically illegal in all forms of racing. And looks like some of these guys might be getting their leg day in here today, Newred Hobbies. All right, drivers, let's slow it down and let's get them in order. Mr. Brian Hardigan is going to lead us off, followed by Nolan, Richie, and Joe. Once again, Brian's going to lead us off here. He's in the Traxxas Modified, guys. Nolan's going to be in second, Richie in third, and Joe. Come on, Joe, catch it up, buddy. Slow it down, Brian, just a little bit. I got to try to keep the field somewhat close together here, even though you guys are all scored separately. It's good practice how to start your mains later on. All right, drivers, 4 minutes on that clock. We'll try this one more time, guys. 3 feet. Here we go. Oh, Brian trying to hug the corner too much. Oh, Brian saying hello to Joe. Welcome to racing. Or was that Richie? These boys down to an 8-2 for Brian, 8-4 for Joe. Richie's got an 8-5. Nolan's got an 8-3. Mr. Richie cranking on that wheel a little too much down that straightaway. Brian dropping an 8-0. Now caution in 3. Stay low through 3, drivers. And we're clear. Right at the line here. Richie out front. Half a second over Joe. Nolan back 3/10 in third. Brian back 1 second. Whole field separated by less than 2 seconds now. It's Joe in the lead at the moment. Everybody on the same lap right now. Whole field separated by 3.5 seconds. Just about halfway, drivers. And Nolan trying to test out the outer wall there. It's undefeated. Mr. Chippy Williams tuning online. Thank you, sir, for tuning in. Hopefully you're having a good time. Joe Torres dropping a 7-7 new fast lap. He's got that blue square body out there. Now a 7-6. Brian on a long lap here after that kerfuffle in turn 1. Stay high into 3, drivers, high into 3. We're clear. Oh no, Joe's having problems. Pick him up out of the way at least. See if any motor wires came off or the pinion. Oh, everybody's getting tangled up on the back straight. Set him down and we'll worry about it later, unfortunately. Oh, tough luck. Joe's first race. At least on this system, anyways. Up next, our Sportsman Heat 2. Start heading up here. Gonna be Chloe, Steven, and Jonathan. Right now, it's Brian to the lead by about a lap, and he just sent Richie somehow upside down. 10 seconds, drivers. That is time. Race it out, drivers. Keep going. No one is done. And everybody's done. Shut it down. Brian Hardigan taking that one. 26,407. Nolan with 25. Richie with 24. And Joe with 17. Hardigan had a fast lap for the guys who finished. 8 flat for him. Nolan with an 8.3. And Richie with an 8.5. And Joe with that 7.6 out there. Just got to get it to last. Maybe too many practice laps. Or maybe she got too hot. We'll find out later. All right, everybody cross line once and park it. I'm going to call you off here in a second. Pull them forward, guys. Keep pulling them forward. You guys need to be about 10 feet away from that line. All right, I need Chloe to turn around and check in for me. All right, Steven. And Mr. Jonathan. All right, all my drivers are checked in, looking for my marshals. 3 of them out here. Drivers, bring them up to speed, spread them out, turn and burn. You got just under 90 seconds here to warm up, get a feel for the track, get those tires up to temperature. I know these guys got a little more speed than that, but okay. They're hiding it. It's what's happening. All right, who else are we missing out there for marshals? Brian is out there. Richie's got his volunteer. Joe's out there. I think that's Nolan out there. So we should be good with that. Looks like Mr. Richie and Mr. Mike going to take center for us. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, drivers, let's slow it down and get it in order. Miss Chloe is going to lead us off, followed by Steven and then Jonathan. All right, roll them off. Here we go. Mr. Jonathan taking advantage of a little gap and flying through it. Who's out here turning some pretty decent laps earlier? Down to a 7-2. Steven dropping an 8-3. Let's see what Chloe has here. Chloe down to a 10-5. Always looks easy from the sidelines. Chloe down to a 9-8 now, picking it up a bit. Whoa, going and high and 4, holding on to it. Down to a 9-7 now for Chloe. Drivers, you want to use the throttle down the straightaways and let the car roll through the corner. Now Chloe down to a 9-5. It's Jonathan with a 7-1 that time by. Even back a lap in second now. Both of them had the current TQ of Brian of 26 laps. Jonathan on a 32. Steven on a 29. Chloe on a 24. We will have all 7 out there for the A main. You're out there and you're worried about missing leg day. You're going to be out here to marshal our sportsman class today. It'll be called P Newred X. 4 minutes, best workout you ever get. $150 down in the first round of qualifying here. Chloe dropping a 9-4 that time by. Picking it up here. Jonathan now turning a 7-0. The important thing here is to learn how to drive the car and start learning how to get it tuned up. Steven dropping a 7-8 new fast lap that time by 40 seconds to go. Jonathan on a 32 lap run here. I think Dad might be buying him a two-wheel drive buggy. Not going to be long before Jonathan moving up the bomber. Save the wheeler for the off-road days. 10 seconds to go. That's time. Race out. Keep going. Keep going. Steven done. Jonathan done. Looking for Chloe. She had a new fast lap last time by of an 8-7, and she's done. Shut it down. Jonathan taking that one set in their first round TQ. 32 laps, 4:02. Steven with 29. Going to line up second right now. And Chloe with 24. Putting it 6 overall. Great job, guys. All right, that is the end of first round. We are taking a 20-minute break. We're going to start it at, let's see, 2:25. Excuse me, 2:35. 2:35. Back will be open for practice for about 15, maybe 20 minutes. We'll see. All right, boys and girls, it's time for round 2. Looking for Ocala Bomber, Benjamin Rosa, Phil Edwards, Brad Feeney, Jason Wagner, Anthony Smothers, Mike Raines, George Brana. Gentlemen, you are up now. Marshals will be Jonathan, Stephen, Chloe, and a couple of volunteers. Let's start heading out here, please. Thank you. Mr. Ben's checked in. He's ready to rock and roll. He wants to up those times there. Rookie times. Try to give these guys about an extra 30 seconds or so of warm-ups here just a second. Had to make a couple patches on the track. Once again, actually we got marshals out there. Drivers, roll them off. You got just over 2 minutes. Tack on another couple 20 seconds or so. All right, just looking for Mike Raines. Anybody see him coming this way? Mike's rocking that maroon scooter. Got the Mustang headlights on the back of that thing. Or tail lights, I should say. I need a volunteer marshal to come on out here and help us out. Mr. Steven can't handle all himself down at the far end. Thank you, sir. If I could get possibly one more in the center of the track to help us out, that'd be awesome. These guys are supposed to be the best of the best of the best with honors. Will Smith, Men in Black reference for you. Last call for Mike Raines. Last call for Mike Raines. Anybody see Mike? All right. All right. Thank you. He's had an hour. Oh, wait. That's on my bingo card, I'm sure. Got it. You want to play along with our little bingo here? We're not doing much with it right now, just trying it out. Click the link in the description, generate your own card, and you can follow along. I don't think I've got a bingo yet. Been close. Very, very close. Mr. Mike's going to get up the ramp there and get situated. We'll give him 2 laps and we'll get going here. I want to thank the weather crew out there in Weatherland for being wrong again today. All right, gentlemen, let's get them in order. It's going to be Mr. Benjamin, followed by Phil, Brad, Jason, Anthony, Mike, and George. Here we go. Ah, Phil catching a pipe. Wags had nowhere to go. Phil showed me his tire earlier. His right front was split all the way down the inside shoulder. He wore it through to the foam. Caution out of 2. Stay high off of 2. And we're clear. All right, 30 seconds into it. Benjamin showing the way in that yellow. Feeney in second. Back 3/10 there. Edwards back 1.1. Anthony in fourth by just under 2/10. Reigns and Wags. Wags can't drive his way back to the front here. Oh, a couple leaders caught up in a kerfuffle. Caution on the back straight. Stay low in the back, low in the back. And that's going to change up the dynamic of this race. Now Phil out front on the TQ run here. Taking a wide through 3 and 4 and doing the over-under almost out of the track there with the wheelie. Anthony now to the lead, rocking that Charger out there. Going off forward, that maroon always upside down the front straightaway. Go inside, inside, inside. Keep it by the pipe. What a save there from Mike Reigns.